everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of What's Driving Token Prices. I'm your host, Katie Talati, Director of Research at Arca. For those joining for the first time, I'm responsible for identifying and analyzing digital asset and blockchain opportunities for Arca's funds. As part of our research, my team and I examine token prices and the market events that act as catalysts for price change. Based on our research and market events over the past week, here are some notable token price movements and what we think drove those moves. As a reminder, before we get started, this commentary is not intended to be investment advice, investment research, or an investment recommendation. Please consult your investment professional for your own circumstances. All right, so it has been quite a busy week. There's been a ton of headlines. The SEC slapped Kim Kardashian with a fine for illegally promoting a cryptocurrency last year. I believe NASDAQ is also looking at utilizing blockchain technology this week. And we have deteriorating global macro conditions. I guess nothing's super new there, but potentially maybe improving soon. So I'll jump right in this week. We've got some interesting tokens to talk about. So first up, we have OHM or Olympus DAO. So Olympus DAO is a decentralized central bank project. They were actually part of the cohort of DeFi 2.0 projects that kind of sprung up last year. And they announced this week that they're going to be cutting their staking yield, which famously stood in the 10,000 percentile, 10,000% at one point. So with the depressed market conditions, it makes sense to decrease the yield and increase participation from the community members by really only getting people who are excited about the actual future and not just like a passive staking yield involved. So a Twitter thread from the project, which is linked in the show notes if you're interested, explained how the APR scheme helps them bootstrap growth and build their community, but now it was time to retire that system. So with this announcement, OHM is down 8.3% for the week. Next up, we have Link or Chainlink, which is a decentralized Oracle provider. Fancy way of, saying blockchains can't interact with the outside world, so they need somebody to feed in information to them so they can act accordingly. So Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle provider. They revealed last week that SWIFT, the international bank wire system, would utilize Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol, CCIP, to coordinate the on-chain token transfers between blockchains. So basically SWIFT, they're probably getting a little worried with all the stablecoin growth happening. They've been looking at ways to utilize blockchain technology for their international wire system. And so they've been trying to figure out how to move money from blockchain to blockchain. In this sense, this is only basically what they're doing is they're trying to figure out a way for these blockchains to talk to each other and communicate for SWIFT. So while this is only an initial proof of concept, the project is promising for real-world adoption of digital asset technology. In addition to this, Chainlink also recently announced new economics for their token, which should make the cost and availability of data on the Chainlink network much cheaper, which is great for any of the data providers and also any of the projects using Chainlink data. With all this, Chainlink is down 50 bips on the week. All right, next up, we have MutedX, a gaming-focused layer 2. They announced that they're going to be relocking 50% of their big November unlock for another year. So the upcoming unlock represents 13% of the total supply, which is more than 100% of the current circulating supply. So not great for current holders. So basically half of the unlock, or 7.5%, is part of the project's own development fund. So they have committed to relocking those tokens, as they feel it's important to, strengthen the community. In addition, Tatsumiko, whose original game Tatsu GG had over 62 million users, is going to launch a new game on Immutable, hopefully bringing in millions of new users. So great news for them. They were up 5.6% for the week as a result. All right, last but not least, we have SushiSwap. So Sushi, if you're unfamiliar, they're a decentralized exchange. They announced Monday that they had elected a new CEO, or head chef, as they call it. This was really interesting. It was all done via decentralized governance, which may be made for a few hiccups, since all parts of the CEO search ended up going through decentralized governance in a public forum, including comp, interviews, all that stuff. So this is really a huge milestone. The project has been without leadership since 0x Maki, the last head chef, stepped down last year. The team has been searching for a seasoned CEO replacement for many months. And as I mentioned, the decentralized governance structures further complicated the process. So Jared Gray, who was named the new head chef, will hopefully take the helm of this large decentralized exchange. Gray is expected to focus on growing revenue and market share for the exchange in the coming months. So we're excited to watch that. The community clearly is as well, since the token is up 13% for the week. All right, well, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed our insights. Tune in here again next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific to hear what's driving token prices.